Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
Leave it alone, boy.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And we'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 47. Go, get out there.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
You ain't got nothing. Jim. Come on, let's go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Set, hut, man, read. Check. Watch me before. Watch QB draw. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch 5-4. Check.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Buddy up. It's got 950. Watch the screen.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle by Robert Quinn. Oh, 2nd and 9. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Come on, baby. Wait.
Not today, you are. Not today. Go, go. Go, go, go.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And Tucker left that one out to the right. It's no good, off the mark, and this will remain a scoreless game. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Well, how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw is Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. 1st down, Prescott. Caught by Cobb. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Prescott now got his man there, complete to Gallup. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Prescott yet again. It's caught. Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 38 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
I'm going to tear daddy heads off.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Come on, Josh. You just stay up there. Stop pushing Daddy headset off.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Ingram. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the Cowboys' 30-yard line.
Check line 54. Line 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Are you okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You see yourself over there?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott to throw it. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That's caught once again by Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as...
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. First down and goal to go.
Here we go. 4-8. I got you, son. Kill.
Now Elliott. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Prescott. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A first down carry by Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 4, check 4. Heavy.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott. Caught left side by Cobb. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores.
There goes Mark Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. On second down, it's Edwards. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They run once more with Edwards. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. He's checking, he's choking. Scratch.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right.
Come on, man. What you stop running for?
Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. They'll try and run. Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Stop running.
Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Cooper was the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now it's Ingram, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. On first down, it's Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Jackson. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson now, throwing on 4th down, eluding the pressure right. Now a and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30, 10, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. D'Anthony Thomas, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home,
that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.